So the storm came last night, March 1st, and this is March 2nd. This is what we got. See the mountains. We're gonna see Wimpy. The last couple videos, he hasn't been in the feeding videos. He's over in a different spot than everybody else. He's here, and everybody else is over here. So that's my mom's horse. Romeo used to live in there, so that one's empty. Chancey's in the corner. Mousy and Baby is over there. And this is Wimpy's house. He has probably the best house. He will be 21 this year. 21. Your May 5th is your birthday. All done feeding. Gonna head back inside. Stream. He's one of the wild cats. This little boy is a garage cat. We're getting more snow. We got some last night, about 3 to 4 inches, and now we're getting more. Hey girls, come over here. What are you doing, Big Bubba? There's little Mouse eating his hay. Little girls running around in the snow. That's Jasmine and Ziva. You must have rolled in the snow. Did you roll in the snow? She likes to roll and squirm in the snow. Good girls. Since I'm out here in the snow, this is Baby, and I just wanted to show you. She's okay with lights and shadows and stuff, where Chancey's not. Hey, cutie pie. What are you doing? It was snowing when I was feeding, and seeing their blankets reminded me of when I first got my horse Wimpy. He was my first horse as an adult. When I was younger, we had horses. I'm from Florida, and we don't use blankets really. Never knew anything about blankets. When I got Wimpy, he actually came from Florida. I remember I didn't have any clue on what to do with blankets, but just seeing this right here with the snow on them, it doesn't mean that they're cold. But one thing that I always do when they're like this, I just like always put my hand in right here and feel back a little ways and just make sure that their hair is dry. If their hair is not dry, then the coating on it has probably worn off and the water can seep through. So this is a 600 denier. So yeah, I just always check. This is a pretty new blanket when they're new. If you haven't washed them, they usually last pretty good. But the more you wash them, the more you take off that waterproof or water-resistant coating. And then you have to spray it again. And for a night like this, if they're not clipped and they have good coats, I didn't check the temperature, but it's probably somewhere around 30 to 32 degrees, and this is usually a good weight blanket. This is a 250 gram 600 denier, and that's pretty much what they're used to. It's just on days like after you get storms and there's snow on the ground and it's not snowing, then it gets colder usually after a storm where the temperature will drop. We've had some 3 and 4 degree days. Then I'll double up on their blankets, but for a night like this, just one blanket like this is usually what I do. This didn't work very well 2 nights ago. He does not like flashlights and shadows. Here he comes. Hey baby, get back in your house. I'm sorry, come on, come back in here with me. Come on. Come on, boy. Come on. He has a nice cozy house. Okay, you get back in your house. I'll leave you alone. Go ahead. You're so pretty. Go get in your house. Go get in your house, sexy man. You're so pretty. Mr. Handsome. You're Mr. Handsome. Look at those eyes. And that nose. Oh my goodness. Are you going to chew on the flashlight? Oh. Go get in your house. I'll leave you alone. I just wanted to come see you. Get in your house. Go on. Get in your house. Go on. I'm leaving. Go ahead. Get in your house. Get in your house. Okay, I don't want you out in this. Go ahead. Get in your house. I'll leave. His water's pretty good. I actually added 2 little buckets of these full. I watered him last night, so I added 2 to his. He drank a pretty good amount today. This little boy, I didn't add any. He didn't drink as much. What I'm going to do tomorrow, I'm going to add a certain supplement that makes them drink a little bit more water, because with all the snow and the coldness, sometimes they don't drink as much water, and that's like one of the things that you want to make sure during winter time and cold time that they drink enough water.
If you feel you wanna do it, you gotta step right into it.
Girl.
An advisor just gave my friend.
What are you doing?
Hey, the line is different in my head. I'm a coward and I know it. In the corner.
When I first got him, I got him a fleece blanket. I didn't know any better. Me thinking as a human that if it snows, he's gonna get in his house and get out of the snow. But no, he doesn't think that way. Horses are like so different. He was always out in the snow. I tried to board him up in his house. His house was different than this right here. So I would put a board across and he would break it down and he'd be out running around in it. It used to stress me out. And finally, one day, I realized they don't know what we know about being in the house with a fireplace or a pellet stove or heat. All they know is being outside. Now I don't worry so much about it because they adapt. They adapt to the weather. Sometimes they need a little bit of help, but the main thing that they need is shelter, someplace just to get out of the wind and the wetness. They can adapt to colder climates. The only thing that they have a hard time with is if they don't have shelter and their coats get wet and they can't get dry, then they can't warm up. So even if they don't have a blanket, they will adapt. They'll grow a coat, they'll adapt, and they can live with the weather condition as long as they have some type of shelter to get in out of the wind and the wetness. But I blanket all of mine, just gives a little extra protection, keeps them warmer, and it just depends on the horse. Depends on how much you feed too. If you don't blanket, you might want to feed a little bit extra. This boy has tried everything. We've done a lot of things together and he's such a good boy. He's going to be 21 in May 5th. We've shown Western Pleasure. We did an endurance ride, 10-mile endurance ride a year after I got him. We didn't win, but he got best condition. He's my little happy appy. I love my baby boy. And what have you been doing? Okay. Let me find all my girls. It's coming down pretty good now. So let's get in the house. Whew. Just close the gate. Come on, girls. Jasmine. Keela. There she is. Okay. Are we ready to go inside? Little pups? Are we ready? Are you ready? Oh my goodness, look at you girls. Did you have fun? Did you have fun playing in the snow? Jips, did you play in the snow too? Good girl. She's going to be 14 this year. That's my little baby girl. Okay, let's go inside.